A lot of people start thinking about estate planning when they get married because there's suddenly someone else involved in their financial planning. But it's just as important to plan your estate when you're single, and maybe even more important. If you don't think about what you want to happen in case you're involved in an accident or tragedy, the state will make decisions about your care and your assets. If you don't designate people or organizations you want to leave your assets to when you die, the state will decide on that too. At eForms, we want to help you through the planning process so that you can control what happens to you and your assets if and when you can't make decisions anymore. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming to plan your estate, especially if you tap into our database of free legal forms, and it can be the difference between bad and much, much worse. Best-selling finance author Susie Orman has warned that not having the following 4 documents can be the biggest financial mistake you can make. The first is a document called an Advanced Healthcare Directive, which authorizes someone to make decisions related to your care if you can't communicate or make decisions for yourself. Naming a proxy doesn't take away your own power to make decisions about your care. If you're able, you can still veto anything your proxy decides. The second authorizes someone to take care of your legal and financial affairs if you can't. This is called either a general power of attorney or a durable power of attorney. The difference between the two has to do with when they expire. The third document is a will. If you have one of these, you can be sure that your assets go where you want them to go when you die. It's best to form a trust and name it as the beneficiary of your will. A beneficiary receives the assets outlined in your will. While you're alive, you are the beneficiary of the trust. The trust is kind of like a legal guarantee that if something happens to you, your assets will be used for your benefit. You can also choose people or organizations to become beneficiaries of the trust upon your death. If you take care of planning your estate, the worst case scenario is that you have to spend some hours doing it. If you don't, the worst case scenario is you have no say in what happens to you and your assets when you experience tragedy, old age, or death. If you're single, eForms can help you protect yourself during your life and honor your wishes for beyond your life. Click the link below to access our estate planning form so you can start planning for your future. Remember also to revisit your estate planning documents every year or at least every few years so you can be sure that what you wanted is still what you want in every stage of life.